Husband's shocking surprise to his cheating wife in a party. Reddit cheating stories. The room fell silent the moment he walked in. Everyone's laughter, the clinking of glasses, and the faint hum of music stopped, as if time itself froze. In his hand, he carried a small black box. His eyes scanned the crowd until they landed on her, his wife, dressed in a glittering red gown, smiling nervously at him from across the room. Everyone thought he was there to give her an anniversary surprise. But no one, not even she, could have imagined what was inside that box. Ryan and Melissa had been married for 7 years. To their friends, they were the definition of a perfect couple, beautiful, successful, and deeply in love. Ryan was a software engineer who had worked his way up from nothing, while Melissa ran a popular event planning business. They lived in a cozy suburban home, often hosting dinner parties that became the envy of their social circle. But perfection, as Ryan would soon discover, can be the most convincing disguise for betrayal. It all started when Melissa began coming home late. She claimed she had new clients and big contracts, often urgent events that required her presence until midnight. Ryan, the trusting husband he was, believed her. He cooked her dinner, left her sweet notes, and even surprised her at her office once, only to be told she was out meeting a client. At first, he brushed off the small signs, the faint smell of cologne that wasn't his, the lipstick smudged on glasses he'd never seen before, the cold distance in her voice when she said, "I love you." But deep down, something inside him began to break. One night, while cleaning the kitchen after another lonely dinner, his phone buzzed. It was a message from an unknown number, a screenshot of Melissa holding hands with a man at a restaurant. Beneath it was a simple text. "You deserve to know the truth." Ryan's heart stopped. He didn't recognize the sender, but the photo was clear, Melissa laughing, her fingers intertwined with another man's. His name, he would soon learn, was Jason, one of Melissa's clients. Ryan didn't explode. He didn't scream or confront her that night. Instead, he began quietly collecting evidence, text messages, photos, even recordings. Every piece of truth was like a knife to his chest, but he endured it, telling himself that one day she would face the consequences of her betrayal. And that day came sooner than she thought. Melissa's birthday was approaching, and she decided to throw a grand party, a celebration of love, success, and partnership. She invited all their friends, family, and even her business associates. She told Ryan she wanted it to be a night they'd both remember forever. She was right, but not in the way she imagined. Ryan agreed to help her organize it. He smiled, acted normal, even bought her the red dress she wore that night. He wanted everything perfect, because this was the night she would see what betrayal really looked like. As the party reached its peak, Melissa stood on stage to thank everyone for coming. Her voice was filled with charm and confidence. She raised her glass toward Ryan and said, "And to my wonderful husband, thank you for always supporting me. I love you." The crowd cheered. Cameras flashed. But Ryan didn't smile. Instead, he slowly walked up to the stage, holding the small black box everyone assumed was her birthday gift. "Melissa," he said, his voice calm but heavy with emotion. "Before I give you your present, I think it's time we all see what true love really looks like." He handed the box to her and nodded for her to open it. Inside was a USB drive. She frowned, confused. "Play it," Ryan said, turning toward the screen behind them. The lights dimmed. A video began to play, showing Melissa in a hotel room, laughing, kissing, and whispering to Jason. The audience gasped. Melissa's face turned pale as the footage continued, revealing everything she had tried so hard to hide. When the video ended, silence filled the hall. Ryan took a deep breath and said, "I wanted to believe our marriage meant something. I gave you everything I had. But while I was building our future, you were destroying it behind my back." Melissa began to cry, stammering, "Ryan, please, it's not what it looks like." He cut her off. "No, Melissa. It's exactly what it looks like." He pulled a folded piece of paper from his pocket, divorce papers. "Happy birthday," he said, his voice trembling but firm. "You're finally free to be with him." The crowd murmured. Some looked away in shock, others glared at Melissa. She fell to her knees, sobbing, as Ryan walked out of the hall, the faint echoes of applause following him, not from mockery, but from admiration. Months passed. The divorce went through quietly. Melissa's reputation took a massive hit, and her business began to crumble. Meanwhile, Ryan focused on rebuilding his life. He moved to a new city, started a small tech firm, and slowly found peace. One afternoon, while walking through a park, he met a woman named Clara, a photographer with a gentle smile and an honest heart. They talked for hours, and for the first time in years, Ryan felt something he thought he'd lost forever: hope. He didn't rush into love this time. He learned that healing wasn't about revenge or proving a point, it was about rediscovering your own worth after being broken.